Hi guys, my name's Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering why this video took so long, it's because I made it and it was like 18 minutes and I was trying to edit it and I realized I was like a sad, depressed person talking about this and I don't want to ruin anybody's lives. So I decided to redo it. Basically, if you're a 22 or 33, just like the 11, you have to use the 3-cycle method. It takes a long time to explain on video, and I've known from the comments on my 11 video that even when I do explain it, you still don't get it. So I linked below this Cafe Astrology website, which calculates accurate master numbers. So please go there if you're not sure. Otherwise, if you know how to use a 3-cycle method, there's an example in the information section 2 of this video. And if you can't figure it out from there, I don't really know what to say. All I know is that if you're not sure, you should check it out because most likely you're not. It's very rare to be a 22 or a 33. It just is. You can't just add up your numbers in a row and be a 33. That doesn't happen like that. Anyway, so first we're just going to go talk about the 22. Now, the 22 is more like the 11 than the 33. The 22 has more of a drive to succeed. And actually, this rock of structure, which is the 4, and you can watch the 4 video, you're going to relate to a lot of it. It's just going to have one significant difference, and that is that the 4 is built on the 22, and the 22 is like intuitive person combined into this double intuitive number, which becomes a very psychic, and when I say psychic, I mean psychic sponge. You're like taking in everything. You are a holy piece of life that uses things around you and it absorbs into your skin. Does that make sense? If you're a 22, you have a lot of this power to basically, you just kind of take in everything, okay? And it can make you a little aloof. It can make you kind of seem like you're going crazy sometimes. And it adds up to 4, which you naturally just want to build up walls. You want to build up buildings. You want to build things up, metaphorical buildings around you, okay? And that's really hard when you're trying to build a building on something that's not stable, something that is just completely like all over the place. And yeah, I can tell you a million times over, like, oh yeah, you know things. You can read into things. You're very intuitive. You know what's going to happen before it happens. I can tell you all that and you already know that. But what I'm going to tell you that sucks about that is that it's almost like you're in this constant circle. You're trying to achieve this 4, and it's almost impossible because it's so crazy down here, right? Here's the 4 up here trying to make this work, but it's wobbly. What happens, though, is eventually you are going to learn in your lifetime what you need to do to achieve this 4, this greatness, this master number of the 22-4. And once you know how to do that, and once you know how to achieve this, it's going to make a lot of sense to you, and you're going to be able to go for it. But it takes a long time. Most 22-4s are very late bloomers. The 11-2s are also late bloomers. When you have so much intensity to succeed, riding on this unstable ground, it takes a while to find your footing. But once you do, you have the foresight of the 2 propelling you into the 4's building ability. Basically, you can, with your psychic intuition and foresight, be able to create that structure that you crave, being the 4, and you can create it out of nothing. You can make things out of thin air. You can make your careers that just seem to come out of nowhere, but in all actuality, your brain's been working on this for a really long time. But the life path, the 22-4 master number life path, takes a little bit longer. One thing that you need to know with this is that if you choose a selfish path, just like any master number, you take on the karmic debt. And the karmic debt really, I'm going to tell you right now, as I've been able to witness this, and mostly 11-2s because there's more of them, but even in a 22-4, if you act selfishly and try to emulate somebody else's life, you will never reach your potential. And if that causes you to die unhappy, then it does, and that is your karmic debt. You can't act selfishly. You have to bring in people with you, and you have to know when you did something wrong and know when other people did something wrong and be able to tell the difference. Sometimes it's hard because you feel like you are all knowing, but you have to be honest with yourself. And I do think that's why a lot of the 22-4s have kind of rotten childhoods. In fact, it's just to learn, kind of like the 8 life path. You need to build yourself up from something. You need to learn how to succeed before you actually go out and succeed. It doesn't come easy for these people. It's not easy. A lot of your success will be later on in life once you learn how to harness your gifts. It can be sad, okay, if you don't use these things correctly, but it can also be really happy and you can achieve great things. Think of yourself as a vessel to do a greater good, a greater work. This isn't your own, okay? The master number is given to you. Your life is not your own. So you're supposed to use your life, your gifts, your talents, and everything to accomplish this life path's goal, which I can't tell you what it is. I can just say that it's not going to be easy. You're going to have face a lot of opposition, but once you discover it, you'll know and you'll be able to run with it. But if you start running over other people, it's going to fall through your fingers again, because as I told you, your house is not being built on a rock here. Your house is being built on a very unstable ground. And so the only way you can keep it stable is by harnessing it through meditation, kindness to others, things like that. And you can there is a drive inside of you, and you can achieve it. Any sort of drive is put there for a reason. So there's a reason you want to succeed, and there's a reason why people want to put you down. But in order to rise above it, you can't be out for revenge. You can't play that game. You can't try to be better than somebody else. You have to just be the best version of you. True selflessness is your key to success. And now if you want to watch the 4, a lot of that pertains to you too, but this is just on top of that. Now for the 33-6, it's the double 3, which is a double creative soul, the double child. And it adds up to the 6, which is the mother-child relationship. So you have this talent, okay? And unlike the 22 and 11, you're not necessarily driving for success because of the fact that you're kind of more of a loner and kind of more into your own business of creating your own things and being pretty excited. But because it is the double 3, you are inspirational and magnetic and charismatic beyond everything. And so people are naturally going to be drawn to you. A real 33-6 that uses a 3-cycle method that doesn't just calculate their birthday like bum 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 will have this pulling effect. People will naturally love them because they're the mother-child relationship. They can use the fact that people are drawn to them to teach them, to nurture, to shepherd over, to watch basically their flock of sheep and to teach them. And they really are this master spiritual teacher, this person who's supposed to take their talents and knowledge and give on to others. So again, a master number is like your life is not your own. You are a vessel to carry out the greater good. I know a lot of 6s who do a lot of things selfishly. And even 6s who are like, oh, I'm a 33, yay, because they added up their number incorrectly. And they're like, yeah, that makes sense because I'm totally using my spiritual abilities to help teach other people. But even that, like, a real 33-6 doesn't have that. They have the master number turmoil. And they're not cocky. They understand. It's like they were just given this vision. And that is why 33-6 is the rarest of all the numbers. They do know how to make other people's lives better. It's because you have that double charisma, basically, of the 3. And the 6, you just naturally want to nurture. You really can draw so many people in and then like try to impound your ideas onto them like they're truth. And they're not always truth because people in general, we are not always right. And the biggest flaw of a human is arrogance. The moment we think we are always right, we're going to be wrong. We're going to miss something. You need to live and let go of your own arrogance. You can teach people. But don't try to teach people the wrong thing. Don't try to put your own negative spin on things because you've been hurt before. Don't try to undermine people's own abilities to teach and their own knowledge. You can really change people's lives. So if you are 33-6, watch my 3 video, watch my 6 video. Understand the 3, the double 3. You're this creative genius, but it's quadrupled because it's put together. You have a lot to give, and people like you. Don't spend all your time in your parents' basement. And if you are 22-4, to watch the 2 video, even though it's a 2-11 video. But even if you just watch the whole thing and you can understand, because all of that does work for you. It's going to work for you in a different way. So if you're capable, watch the 2-11 video, watch the 4 video. Watch it all. Because that's so much more. I don't need to repeat it here, because it's already been out there. Master numbers need to get out and live their life, because sometimes it can get a little bit too crazy up in here. It's the master number. You are trying to master things. Learning and growing and mastering things, okay? And you can't do something until you've mastered the first thing. And if you keep building your new adventures onto shitty adventures that you never really mastered, you're gonna fall and fail. And it's going to be embarrassing. That's the 22-4 and the 33-6. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.